Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video going over some of the stuff I got this weekend. I think I'm going to end up going with at least trying to do weekly pickup videos, even if they're a bit shorter, uh, unless I don't get anything that week. Unless, I can't go out or just, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a bust at the sales or anywhere I go, or I get like one thing or something, then I won't. But, um, I think I should have enough stuff to do. I got some Saturday stuff here, actually. This is from the day that the video went up. I recorded it on, last Friday, but the day that the video went up, I actually ended up going out. I didn't think I'd be able to, but I actually ended up going out. Well, first I went to I didn't go to any garage sales. I went to the flea market, of all places, because I was out in that area, and I thought, you know what, why not? It looks packed today, so we'll see if anyone shows up. I actually didn't do too bad there. I saw a guy with a little bundle sitting here, and I see it on his table, just kind of in a little like plastic grocery bag. I was looking at it, asked him how much it was. He says 20, and he said, "But I'll work with you." And it was a black Wii here, missing the door on the top, but a black Wii. All the hookups and everything were there, which I got plenty. I have so many Wii hookups now. Got a pink controller with the Motion Plus on it, and there's a nunchuck there too. And also sitting in it, he said that this just came out when he went to test the system in the morning. A copy of Star Fox Assault disc only, so not bad. He said he'd work with me. I said, "Will you do 15 since it's missing the door at the top?" He said, "Sure thing." And then he said, "Here, take these so I don't have to go home with them." Because I guess no one wanted these for obvious reasons. Some PSP, UMD only games. Resistance, Pursuit Force, Extreme Justice. That's an awesome name. These aren't really showing up very well. Star Wars Battlefront, Renegade Squadron, and what is this? Gran Turismo. So those are probably just going to go into a trade box or something. I don't even have a PSP. I have a collection of some neat games, but I don't even have a PSP at the moment. But I'm not too interested in getting loose games there. One thing I didn't go over before I go to the big lot I got there on Saturday, I traded in all my crap. So I did a big trade like a couple days before and got that Zelda 2DS that you saw last video. But I did a big trade then again. I took all the crap that I got for that $20 Wii bundle at the garage sales, and Mario Kart that I got at the other sale, and got a bunch of trade credit at GameStop. Picked up a few things. I renewed that power-up card. I got the Elite one because they give you 20% extra on trades, and I trade so much of my, extra crap from garage sales there that I figure it's worth it. I only ended up paying a little bit out of pocket, like a few bucks out of pocket with that and the games I got here. So I picked up, this was on sale, Devil May Cry HD Collection. I wanted to play these. My PS2 copies are all packed away somewhere. I think they might be they're either at the new house or they're in a box somewhere, but I figured, just play them on PS4. This was like 20 bucks or something. Wanted to, mess around with these before Devil May Cry 5 comes out. Because that trailer at E3 was pretty good. And I picked this up. I've heard this is one of the best RPGs when it was out on DS, but I never played it there. And I figured I'd give it a shot with this remake. And I'm trying to hopefully use this trade credit stuff I'm getting to maybe fill in the gaps, because I stopped 3DS collecting for a little while, pretty much all of 2017, 2018. So I'm missing a lot of the games that came out those 2 years. I didn't really pick up anything for the 3DS those 2 years. So, but I figured I'd get this Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux. I'm a big, Atlas RPG fan, so I wanted to try this out, I guess. I heard it's real good. So that's that little thing in there. And then this one, I forgot the other thing. I got the flea market. This is a disaster. This video is a disaster. Walking by a booth on the way out, and I see some strategy guides I picked up for $2 each. Star Fox Adventures. And I'd never seen this one before. I never seen them do this. Golden Sun and Golden Sun Last Age, which I didn't know they did like a dual, both games in one strategy guide thing. That's pretty neat. But yeah, that was all the flea market finds and some trade credit finds there. I guess buys, not really finds. It's not hard to find. Here's another thing I was looking at Facebook Marketplace, and I see a something. I see one of my searches pop up for Nintendo, and it's at a garage sale that was going on right then. And I see, it has Nintendo 64 and a few games and a system there. And I message her, and she put this out at I was 2 p.m. or something ridiculous, or about 1 p.m. I'd say. And I guess, she probably it had been put up maybe a half hour ago. So I messaged her and asked if it's still available, and she says yes. And I say, I'm like, how much do you want for it? And she's like, we have 80 on it, but we'll work with you. I was like, will you do 60? And she's like, I'll do 65. So a little steep, a little high, but it's a good set here. Got a system. And this was a garage sale. When I drove up this garage sale, and if I hadn't seen it on Facebook Marketplace, I only had seen it from the road, I would not have stopped at it, because it was literally like this girl and this guy just sitting out of their side of their apartment with 2 tables. So I would have never known there was game stuff at this. I would have never tried to stop at it. So I was glad I did. 64, it had just the jumper pack, but then it came with another jumper pack. I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure why. So that's kind of weird. Came with an RF, the NES RF adapter, but then, the NES RF cable and then the RF adapter, which was weird. I've never seen this N64 RF adapter. All the cables and everything. But yeah, it came with a second jumper pack right here. I'm not sure why. I don't know why you would need 2, but there is another one. And then 2 controllers, the silver normal one, and this red one here. Stick is okay. So that, and then the games it came with here. We got real beat up Mario 64. Real rough shape, but I don't know why this is not, focusing properly. Real rough Mario 64. Real rough Madden 64. A GoldenEye. Mario Kart. And Ocarina of Time, which I actually needed an Ocarina of Time because I gave my copy away to someone I know who wanted to play it. So I figured I'd find it again, and I don't need another copy of Ocarina of Time. I have it on GameCube and 3DS and Wii Virtual Console, so I figured I'd give it to him, and I'd find it again eventually. And I did that about a week ago. So funny how that works out. But yeah, some people might say that's overpaying, but I think it's fair. I mean, I'll get my money back easily. I'll get to keep this Ocarina of Time. I'll make some money. Not an amazing price or anything, but I thought it was fine. It was nice that she held it for me and everything. I was over there in 15 minutes, though. But it was nice that she held it for me after messaging her on Facebook. So I'm glad that worked out. But that's it for the Saturday. All right, moving on from those Saturday finds, here are the Thursday finds. Thursday, I don't know, who knows the date anymore. Who cares? I got some pretty good finds this day, I gotta say. If all things go, I might actually have some in the car footage while I was out. I know some people like that. I don't really want to do the whole, live footage at a garage sale because all I have is my phone camera. I don't really want to do that. I don't know. It seems a little weird to me. But I did some footage in my car after I picked the stuff up, so I'll roll that and then show what I got from there if that footage comes out all right and everything. All right, first stop of the day here. Got some DS games. All of them are complete. They were all a quarter each is all she asked for them. I got a couple other things here. Beatles Rock Band, that was a quarter. A Wii, that was 10, and then she wanted 2 each on the remotes, so grabbed all those and everything. Not a bad little find here. But the first find I got there, I went to a sale a little bit before 8. Showed up about 15 minutes before 8 o'clock. They started at 8. And I found it on Facebook that they said they'd have, I forget what they said, DS and Wii games, something like that. Or, I don't remember exactly what it was. But I picked this stuff up here. Pretty good all along. The DS games were a quarter. I picked through these. I left behind, really crappy kids games just because I don't want them. I have enough extra cases as it is, so I don't want them. But I picked these ones up. They were all complete. Pretty good shape. Mario Kart DS. Zelda Spirit Tracks. And Pokemon Diamond. So that was pretty good. While at that sale, too, I picked up, for a quarter, I picked up as well I don't know if I said that the DS games were a quarter or not. I can't remember. But this was also a quarter. DS games were a quarter. And this was a quarter as well. Beatles Rock Band on 360. I picked it up because I have a... when we bought the new house, they left a Rock Band guitar behind. So I have an Xbox Rock Band guitar that I want to test and then try to get rid of. So I figured I'd pick this up for a quarter just to test it out. And then I bought a Wii and some Wii remotes as well at that sale. Let me see here. Wii was $10, in pretty good shape, had the doors and everything, so I gave it a shot. It sounded good when I turned it on, but I did not test it yet completely. Got some remotes. I left behind a nunchuck because for some reason their Wii remotes were $2 each. So I got 2 of those here. Those were $2 each. They wanted 3 on the nunchuck. I don't know why. I mean, those are only $20 at retail, and the remotes were $40. So I have no idea why they wanted that. But I left that behind. I didn't really care. I have enough nunchucks as it is already, so I'm fine. I can see like 3 just sitting here on the floor right now, so I think I'm good. But yeah, that was a pretty good find all in all. Got some Super Nintendo guys from a sale. I just Super Nintendo games from a guy back there. He wanted 5 each, but he said he wanted more for the Final Fantasy since that was more valuable. He said he'd do 50 for everything. I asked if he'd do 40 for everything. I'd take it all. He was a little hesitant. I felt kind of bad for the guy because his wife made him take it. I felt a little bad for the guy, but pretty good deal there. So this one is from a garage sale. I walked up and I almost didn't ask. I just spotted this sign off the road, decided to stop by. It didn't look like they really have anything, but I decided because the people didn't greet me or anything or say hi or anything, so I was like, I don't know if I'll ask. But I figured, what's the worst that could happen? I'm never going to see these people again. So I asked, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I might. And so he walked in and brings out this little pile of Super Nintendo games. He's like, this is kind of what you would want? I'm like, oh yeah. So he pulls these out. I asked what he'd want for everything. I'll go through everything first, and then we will get to what I paid for it. Let me try to sort these out. I was very happy to see because I've been looking for it forever. I've never found it. A couple games I didn't have in here, but most of them I already did. But I bought the whole thing. Mario All-Stars. No Mario World, surprisingly. Kind of weird. Sim City. Super Caesar's Palace. Mortal Kombat 3. Killer Instinct. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Thanks, Evan, for writing on it. And then the 2 best ones in the lot here were Final Fantasy 3 and Secret of Mana. So what I did here is I asked what he want for everything, and he's like, I'd do $5 a piece, but this one here I know is more valuable. So, and I was like, okay, but what about for everything? And he's like, I'd do 30 for all of them, but if you want this one, I'd do 50. And I was like, I only have 20s. Would you do 40? And his wife is just like, yes. And he's like, oh, okay, I guess, yes. And I was like, I kind of felt bad, but I was like, there you go. So I ended up getting them $5 a piece for everything anyway. Some of these I would not pay $5 a piece for, like, Super Caesar's Palace. But, did not have Secret of Mana. I've been looking for it forever for a good price. I've never found it for a good price, so I'm so happy to get that. Awesome lot there. Really happy with that. But the Thursday streak continues out there. Got a pretty nice lot here. Ended up paying for it, but got a box 64, some GameCube games, Virtual Boy game, and then a bunch of 64 stuff, quality 64 stuff. So, some controllers and everything. Paid a good amount. You'll see everything in the pickup video, but pretty good. Went out to a sale in an area I hit relatively, but it's relatively frequently. But it's one reseller, probably the biggest joke reseller in my area. He stopped by it afterwards, and I passed up on some DS games that they had. I found this one on Facebook Marketplace. Passed up on some DS games they said they had. They wanted $5 each, and there was nothing too great. There was Mario Kart DS, but I didn't want to pay $5 for that. So I walk away from that one. I left my number because she said her son might have some more stuff. Not expecting anything. But I watched the reseller dig through all those DS games. He is quite a strange guy. He's like digging through them, like freaking out about them. Who knows? didn't see him again the rest of the day. So I start heading back home, actually, and I remembered, hey, this one kind of main street had a bunch of signs off of it, and it's still only 9 o'clock. I might as well go hit these. And I do, hit a couple neighborhoods, hit a couple different sales in a couple neighborhoods. Then I find a whole neighborhood sale that was not listed on Craigslist, to my knowledge, or Facebook or anywhere. Had about 6 sales in it, so not great, but it was a small little neighborhood. And the one sale I went to, I just asked about games, and she said, my husband might have some stuff. So he brings that all. She has him bring it all out from the basement. I hit a couple other sales in the thing while he brings them out, comes back, and he brings out this big tub of stuff, and I'm like, oh heck yeah. And I kind of dig through it. I'm like, you know what you'd want out for everything? And he said, 150, and I was like, yep, that's good. I got to go get some cash. So I had to hold it. I frantically ran to the bank, got some cash real quick. And 150 is high, but this is a good lot. I think I'll make my money back and keep some of this better stuff. I'll show it in a minute. He actually said that they just moved recently, and he remembers he had a Virtual Boy, but he doesn't know where it is right now. And they just moved, and he remembers moving it, so he has to find it. I gave him my name and number and everything. Hopefully he'll call back, maybe have that and some other stuff. That's kind of the reason I also decided I'd go with his 150, just because I figured, he knows I'm going to pay him fairly and pay good money, so he might be more willing to go find that stuff and give me a call back. So I'll go into the slot here. It was GameCube stuff, 64 stuff, some miscellaneous stuff. I'll go to the miscellaneous stuff first. A couple Game Boy games and a Virtual Boy game, actually. I don't have any Virtual Boy games, so this is a brand new library for me. So for the Game Boy, I got Link's Awakening DX, which I believe is the only Zelda game I don't own, is Link's Awakening DX. I believe that's right. Oracle of Ages Zelda. And the Virtual Boy, Mario's Tennis. So that's cool to get. Hoping he gives a call back. He seemed pretty eager to maybe give me a call back, so... of course, I never truly expect anything out of getting a call back, but it's always fun. Moving into the 64 stuff, I'll do that last because that's probably the most substantial stuff. The GameCube stuff and some Wii stuff I got here is all right, nothing too special, but some good stuff. This was just the case in manual for Wind Waker. The game was nowhere to be found. He told me that though. But I took the case and manual off his hands. Maybe you'll find that too. For the Wii, I got Mario Party 8. And then I didn't have this one. I'll probably keep it because it seems pretty cool. Sega Superstars Tennis. It has all different Sega characters. So that's cool. You can see on the back a bunch of Dreamcast stuff, so you know I like it already. Choo Choo Rocket. You got Jet Set Radio. You got what's her name from Space Channel 5. I should know her name because I really like that game, but that's like one of my favorite Dreamcast games. Getting off topic though. Some GameCube stuff that was there. All this stuff was in nice shape. Unfortunately, it was in all the discs were in this little thing, so they got a little scratched. He had it in one of these little containers. Don't know why people do that, but the cases are all in good shape because he probably just put them in a box somewhere. But we got Sonic Heroes. These are all complete as well. Sonic Heroes, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Zelda Twilight Princess, Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest, and this one actually was maybe the one I was most excited to get because I already had the Zeldas. This one I didn't have, Wave Race Blue Storm. So I know, but that's probably the lamest game to get excited for to get, but I didn't have it. So my whole thing this summer is that I have not been getting a lot of stuff that I needed to get. So this has been cool, getting Secret of Mana and getting a couple other things. Some of the 64 stuff I'll have to go through. See if anything fills out my set. But also, he threw this in too. He said his brother has the game and everything, but for some reason he ended up with this. The outer box for Skyward Sword. Reasonably good shape, a little dented. Not the best of shape, but I'll be able to do something with that. If anyone needs that or anything like that, let me know. I'll be at the CCAG, so if anyone needs that, I could bring that. Maybe we could trade or something. Going to the 64 stuff now. The system actually, nicely enough, was in the box and everything with all the styrofoam, so that was a nice little bonus. Part of why I paid a little bit more than I would have. Box is in reasonably good shape, not perfect by any means, but good enough. Got Nintendo 64 in the box. Still has the original sticker on it, which is kind of cool. If anyone recognizes this sticker, I'm trying to think of I don't know where these people are originally from. I wonder what that store is. Oh, maybe it says on the back. There's a sticker back here, too. Purchase date, September 29th of 96. Huh. Okay. I don't... Were this the 64 out then? I don't remember when the 64 came out. I thought it came out like Christmas 96. Someone will have to let me know. I think it was like Christmas time. I don't know. Maybe you got this launch day and it was a little earlier. But I always love that's the best thing about these system boxes is all the games on the back of the box. Some awesome stuff there. But got the system there. I got some controllers and weird stuff. Normal gray controller with the rumble pack. Sticks are really, really nice. Very nice. I got a yellow controller. That's very nice as well. There's something rattling in it, but I can get that open and figure that out. Hopefully it still works. A couple other controllers I'll go through. There's an off-brand GameCube controller. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But weirdly enough, a couple of these crappy-looking wireless Super Nintendo controllers. He didn't have any Super Nintendo games that I knew about, but maybe he'll find some. One thing that surprised me, and maybe it's not that much of a surprise, I guess, to some people, but how many controller memory packs were in this thing? I don't really know why. There's one of the off-brand ones. One other one. Here's another one. Here's one in a little plastic case I've never seen before. So many controller memory packs. And then here's a little GameCube memory card with a Melee Pikachu sticker on it. But I'm stalling, aren't I? I'm stalling to get to the good game stuff. A couple more off-brand crappy controllers. A really terrible looking gold one. And a crappy one. Just hit my water glass with the cord there. Now you want to see the games, I bet. Well, before that, I got a Force Pack. Isn't that great? Okay, I'll get into the games. Some good stuff in here. Some solid stuff. Nothing out of control. Awesome, but some solid stuff. NFL Blitz. Toy Story 2. NBA Jam 99. Cruisin' USA. Zelda Ocarina of Time Gold Cart, this is the first Gold Cart copy I've ever owned, so that's great. Mission Impossible. Turok 2. Star Fox 64. Mario Party. GoldenEye. Major League Baseball with Ken Griffey Jr. Bassmasters 2000. Mario Kart 64. Wave Race 64. And Super Mario 64. So, $150 for everything. Also had these strategy guides too. The Ocarina of Time one, which I believe I have. I'll have to see if that one's nicer. And the Twilight Princess one as well. But, someone might say I paid too much, but I don't think so one bit. I'm very happy with that find. Got some cool stuff. Should be able to make most of my money back and still keep a few things that I needed for the collection. So that's really what I always try to do. That's all I really want to do. So that's all for my Thursday finds. Let me know if you liked that. The way I kind of spliced in footage. I might do it sometimes, especially on Thursdays when I'm just going out by myself. I don't know if I'll do it again tomorrow. Depends on if I get any good footage, if there's anything even out there, if I can go out, anything like that. So that was pretty good all around. All right, I'm here with my Friday sales now. Thursday was real strong. Probably the best day so far of this season. Had a really stellar Thursday, but unfortunately Friday was a bust. Probably because it's Friday the 13th. Maybe we got some bad luck going. I don't know. But all I got actually was nothing at the garage sales. Stopped at a Goodwill I don't usually go to, and they don't usually have anything. Picking up a few Xbox games. For the original Xbox, I got Blood Wake. Only on Xbox, kind of exclusive, so I guess that's kind of cool to get. These were both $1. Their media is $1. And then I got for the 360 Bionic Commando. So I don't know anything about this Bionic Commando reboot. I know it didn't go anywhere, so they didn't do anything else with it. So, but I figured for $1 each, I'd give them a shot. I don't buy a lot of 360 stuff or Xbox stuff, but for $1 each, I couldn't really go wrong. And then other than that, I guess I got Octopath Traveler in the mail today. So looking forward to trying that out. I just got it off the porch. Just got home from garage sailing. Just got it off the porch. So nothing to say about that yet. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see my thoughts on that. And I guess I'll add the to the end of this. I noticed on the back of the box for the N64, here it is here, that was purchased on 9/29 of 96. I looked it up, and the 64 came out on 9/26 of 96. So this was actually purchased 3 days after the initial release, so in the first week of the system's launch. So that's a neat little thing I guess I found. You know, nothing too fascinating, but a little interesting. And I guess I'll call it a video on that one. Let me know how you think of this. Hopefully the footage, in-car footage, shows up. Let me know how you think of this, if this is what you want to see more of in the future. If you would like, you know, anything else. I don't know if I'm going to do actual at the garage sale finds yet, just because I kind of feel weird about it. But if you'd like to see that more when I'm out, I'll maybe try to start doing that if I remember to. But yeah, let me know. Leave a comment with that, or what you've picked up lately. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both at Objo Gaming, and I will see you next time.